Have you ever noticed that certain routines and habits, like staying with your same job or hanging out with the same people and keeping the same outlook around your earning ability or your health circumstances, that these very beliefs and routines and habits that once propelled you forward might now be holding you back? What if yesterday's strength have become today's obstacles? Welcome back to Defy Hustle Radio with Noreen E. I'm Noreen Ehrlich, and today we are uncovering how the beliefs and patterns that have once served you can now limit your growth, and how to start to break free from that. Think about the routines that you've relied on for safety, validation, and for financial success, like constantly overworking, handling everything, independently, relentlessly saving your money for retirement at 65. Maybe you're spending the whole time striving for the perfect home or the perfect body, or always being the good girl or the tough guy. Maybe you've become accustomed to controlling outcomes in order to avoid collapse or criticism, always being afraid and fearful instead of setting clear intentions about what you want and expect from your life and starting to take steps in that direction, trusting the process along the way. Perhaps you've unknowingly handed your power over to an alpha figure, a boss, a spouse, politician, and you're mistaking their position for power instead of realizing that your true strength is grounded in your wisdom and clarity. Now you find yourself standing in the shadows of somebody who may not always have your best interest in mind. These primal patterns that once protected us now seem to trap us. To move forward, I want you to start to question these strengths. Are they now your current obstacles? What was once comforting and validating may now be a barrier to your greater fulfillment and your feeling of success in life. Consider someone who tirelessly worked overtime, believing that the constant hustle was necessary for them to get ahead. And then we're realizing now that mindset only causes burnout and limits most people's growth. Clearly recognizing such patterns is essential to creating space for healthier, more fulfilling habits to come in. You have to open your aperture and let more information in. Here are some examples of patterns that you might be outgrowing. Perfectionism, always having to have your house perfect, your car perfect, your hair, your face, everything has to spend all your money and time so that nobody sees any flaws in you. Always saying yes when a lot of the times you mean no. Extreme loyalty. This is a good one because you're staying in marriages, in family units, in careers that you don't belong in anymore. There's some people that micromanage everything. They're so afraid that something's going to get wrong or criticized that they can't let anybody else do it or delegate. Another one is having to be a bully as a leader, because you think that the only way to show your strength and get the respect is by putting on some sort of aggressive face and putting others down. Another example is being risk adverse to the point where you're not doing anything. You're staying in the same thing, living the same life, even though you've already mastered what you're doing. You've already been living in the same town forever. But you just won't move on because you're afraid of what might happen to you if you go into the unknown. And then another one that comes to mind, and I know people like this, they're so logical that they can't open up their minds to any other ways of perceiving life. Right now, I would like you to identify one outdated habit or belief that may be holding you back. Acknowledge how this habit might have served you, but now it's limiting your potential. This awareness, this bringing it up into your consciousness, is your first step towards some sort of lasting change in your life. You need to make room for new ideas to enter your mind. And the only way to do that is to decide, I'm going to be more open to other ideas. Friends, release yesterday's strengths if they have become your obstacles. Embrace new habits aligned with your true goals and values. Open yourself to limitless growth and experiences. This is success. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button so that you never miss an episode. If you are interested in a free, no obligation clarity call with me to explore that goal that you've been thinking about, but need somebody to help you think through in complete confidence, then click on the link in the description below. Until next time, be courageous, hold yourself sacred. Always, never let anybody take advantage or put you down, and try to have fun with this life. Your extraordinary life is here, waiting for you to welcome it in. See you next time.